Hi Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Taurus may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be coming in your direction, what blessings, what energies you're going to be attracting, things that you need to know for the month of April. And for those of you who are April Tauruses, well, happy birthday. I will talk a little bit more about some exclusive bonus content messages that I have for you later on. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, how to schedule a 20-minute recorded reading, or if you're interested in my membership tiers. Okay, they're affordable tier 1 and tier 2, and that of course is on my Patreon platform. And for those of you who are interested in that either Aries birthday drop, which is already in my Patreon shop, or if you're interested in the Taurus happy birthday drop on my Patreon shop, and that of course is coming in later this month, April 17th. Well, all that information and all those links are down below in the description box. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to our channel. I greatly appreciate it. As you know, these are all free channeled messages. And if you know people in your social circle who you feel may benefit from these messages, well, then feel free to share my YouTube channel link with them. And remember to turn on your notification bell so whenever I post new content, or when I go live in my live stream with members, or I should say subscriber only events, then you can join in the fun. All right. So Taurus, the reading this month is a little bit different. Okay. First, I'm going to take a look at the overall energy for the month of April, and then I'm going to go by sections. First section is the beginning part of April, followed by mid-April, and then the last time or the last week of April. Okay, so let's take a look here at what messages are coming in for you. Overall energy here for you, Taurus, for the month of April. Overall energy, you have the web weaver, synchronicity, and divine intelligence, cause and effect. You also have the number 4, which is interesting because 4 is all about stability. And I feel that, of course, right now at this moment in time, all the way through April 13th, Venus is in retrograde, as is Mercury, and Mercury's retrograde ends on April 2nd. Now, just because I gave you that time frame of when it ends, there still could be that residual shadow energy, okay? So, of course, as you know, Taurus, Venus is your ruling planet. So, the beginning towards the middle of April is still may feel a little bit challenging in regards to areas of love, fertility, which is expansion and growth, romance, or finances. So I do feel that that may be the reason here why this person is looking still or looking at the standing still and looking at the left hand side. By the way, I have a strong Mercury placement. So Mercury is still in retrograde. So pardon my jumbling up the words and stuff. But anyway, so this person is looking at my left-hand side, which is all about the past or recent past. So there may be here this residual energy through the majority of the part in April where you are looking back, you are reflecting, you are reevaluating something here, okay? And this could be in love, this could be, the patterns of communication, this could be reevaluating maybe, or redirecting yourself in a new path. But I still feel this kind of the majority of this energy of you really still looking reflectively here on something, an experience, a situation, people, the things you value, the people who you value, and the people who you feel value you, which is of course of importance, especially because Venus is your ruling planet. So there may be here a little bit of more of that introspection, but it's because I'm feeling here because of this number 4, because there's a greater sense of stability that you're going to be making. It is as if you're going to be making permanent moves And in order for you to make that permanent, stable move, you need to take a look at everything in general before you make that step or before you make those decisions. Let's see what else is coming through here for you for overall energy here in the month of April. Okay, it didn't flip over, so I'm putting them back here in the deck. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. April, and you have here divine passion, exactly what I just mentioned. There could be here, again, you looking back at situations, certain situations, people from the past or recent past, especially because of that Venus in retrograde and that Mercury in retrograde too. Now, remember, Mercury focuses on communication, travel, technology, thoughts, and knowledge. So there could be here things that you are still assessing, but you're assessing them so that you can figure out where or who is the stability laying within those either connections, or within you so that you can, you know, move forward, especially when Taurus season begins for you. Okay, Taurus. So I feel that there's this energy. Of course, by then Venus will be direct, and you will be feeling more at home with the areas that Venus influences, which are, of course, love, whether romantic or non-romantic, fertility, which is growth and expansion, romance, of course, that is romantic love, and also here your finances. So it says here divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, like literally it says that right down here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it's it has a holographic type of coding. But again, it's a lot of that energy that I was feeling here with this person looking at the past. You're going to be looking at the cause and of effect of things that may have already occurred. And then you're going to take a look at, again, who values you, who you value, what you value, and if it's an energy that you still feel that you need to continue to pour or invest in, and that will be critical here for you, because Venus, once it goes direct, it's as if you're going to do a whole 360 here. It's like you're gonna, maybe even find yourself kicking some either people energies or situations out the box for you to be more in that direct energy with Venus going direct later on in April. Okay, so beautiful energies there. Let's take a look at the beginning of April here for you. Now, as you know, the beginning of April, still Mercury is going to be in retrograde till April 2nd. April, it then moves direct. Okay, then it moves direct around the 7th. But remember, there's always that shadow period. And look at that. You have person holding the heart. Okay, so there may be some here, I'm getting reconciliations here for some of you as well, kind of thoughts of reconciliation. But I'm also getting here you during the first week of April really putting what you value at the top of the list, or for others of you who truly values your connection and your friendship or your love. And again, there is this sense of you continuing to assess that. You may start, for some of you, you may start kind of like looking into a friendship, kind of like through that reevaluation, or through, through the lens of like reevaluating a connection that someone you may be already speaking with, or they may be speaking with you. Especially if you are in the early stages, I feel that this is something that you are going to kind of, it's coming across as kind of like start looking under the microscope, or continue to look at actions, like do the actions and words align, is how this is coming across. I'm also getting here, you really looking at, you know, um, the strong sense of the unity that you have, or the connections that you may have already. And again, I'm getting reassessing that still towards the early stages of April. You have here balance. Look at that. Okay, like I said, for some of you, it's feeling like you're putting certain things on the balance. You're really taking a look at what your heart's desire is pulling you towards in the month of April. You are really taking a look, a hard look, and I feel that that's because of that Venus in retrograde that's going to last all the way to April 13th. Is that you're going to take a really hard look at what you value, what your passion is, and if your passion isn't there, and if that strength of emotion isn't there, or that intuitive connection isn't there with whatever or whomever this may be talking about. Is as if you're going to, again, you're going to look at the pros and the cons, and then you're going to make a decision based on that. Some of you may choose to continue to move in the direction of that person that you are still with, or in that connection that you are currently in, and while others of you may choose that may not be the case for you. So and again, listen, with this head in the clouds, I'm also getting here that Mercury, of course, ends the retrograde April 2nd, which means Mercury starts moving more in its direct rotation, or in its normal rotation, by, let's say, April 7th, the beginning weeks here of April. So this may be talking about you reassessing something and finally making up your mind about something, okay? And of course, this something could be in love, career, or in other areas. Queen of Wands energy. I mean, listen, you're going to be super in your passion mode. And what's interesting is that I'm getting here the number 19. And as I mentioned at the top of the reading, for those of you who are April Tauruses, again, happy birthday. Look, sign symbol synchronicity. I'm going to bring it up a little closer there so you could see it. The number 19. So for those of you who are April Tauruses, you're going to really feel that you are taking charge. It's like you're going to take charge where you're investing emotionally. You're going to take charge. You're going to step up. You're going to be in this independent, strong leadership, full throttle passion energy. As this card said at the top of the reading, divine passion. You're going to be honest with yourself, and you're only going to move towards either people or situations that you fully are invested in, and people or the energy is invested in you. It's like you're looking for that balance. You're looking for that reciprocal energy here, Taurus. And of course, if you want a more thorough reading for your birthday, if you are an April Taurus, then feel free to take a look at my Patreon shop. Okay, because I'm going to have exclusive birthday messages there for you, Taurus, and you can buy that individually. Now, mid-April here, you have the first chakra, and the first chakra is the root chakra. It's about stability. It's about feeling grounded, and you may start feeling better rooted or better grounded mid-April. And again, this is because Venus will end its retrograde energy on April 13th. Validation confirmation. Mid-April, April 13th, around that area, Venus is going to start turning direct. It starts going direct, maybe here, starting maybe the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, okay? Around there, you're going to feel a little bit more stable. And that is, of course, because Venus is your ruler, okay? It rules Taurus, but it also rules Libra as well, okay? Now, you do have here financial constraints, and that looks kind of like this not so strong energy. But what I'm getting here for you is that those times, or that area where you may have felt during Venus in retrograde, which was March 2nd all the way through April 13th, there may have been a little bit of a financial tightness, like the flow of money, or the flow of your career, your clients, finances may not have been moving smoothly for you. And of course, it's because, again, that Venus in retrograde has a lot to do with the finance section, or influences the finance section, okay, of that planet. Okay, so it influences that. So Venus, once it starts going back into that direct energy, you're going to feel more stable, root chakra. You're going to feel more stable, more grounded in the areas where either financially, emotionally, mentally, or energetically, you were not feeling at 100%. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you for mid-April. Now, Taurus, these messages are, quite detailed because I'm doing beginning, middle, and end of the month. So these messages may run a little bit longer than the usual length. So please stay all the way to the end of the reading so you could get a full scope, a full view of your potential April messages or energies. Look at that. You have purity. All right. It's as if you're going to be starting from scratch. And it makes total and complete sense. Validation, confirmation. The reason this energy may be quite prominent for you or strong mid mid-April is because mid-April is when Venus starts moving direct. So there's a sense of a clean slate type of energy that you may be feeling. And again, going back to feeling more grounded and feeling more secure in areas that were a little bit wobbly there during that Venus and Mercury retrograde. And again, you moving towards your passion, okay, to where your heart's desire may be leading you to. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. I mean, listen, very confirmation, validation, confirmation messages. Everything that I'm feeling energetically here is coming through. Look at that, Three of Coins. Great opportunity for you towards mid-April to join forces with others, okay? So what do I mean by that? I mean teamwork, collaborative efforts, okay? Collaboration, people that you find that have common goals with you. Again, it's going to go very much to what I was talking about the beginning of April here for you, where you're going to be really focusing on who is contributing, who is actually contributing to your growth, who's contributing to the increase of passion and happiness and motivation. It's like you're getting out of this unstuck energy that you may have been feeling during the retrogrades, and you're moving into this direction of, you know what, who is on my team, or what, projects, collaborations, what, maybe for work also, like what is in alignment with me? What is going to really contribute to my stability? Okay, to my stability here. So again, there may be here some either people or a person. This could be in love as well. Again, it could be in any area, but it could be you feeling better and stronger in a collaboration or in a decision of you actually moving in a direction where the goals are in sync with your values. Okay, so that's going to be important because you do have here the root chakra. And listen, Venus is all about that stability as well, financial stability, emotional stability. So you're getting both here, is what I'm saying. I'm seeing here. All right. Last but not least, let's take a look at the last month. Oh, I should say the last part of the month here in April. All right, so let's take a look here at how this is coming through for you. By the way, I'm a May Taurus, so I'm a May Taurus, so I'm a Taurus sun and a Libra rising. So Venus holds a lot of weight on my astrological chart here. You have here walking away, and by the end of April is as if you're going to be very sure. There's going to be a sense of either you feeling secure, feeling more stable, more grounded, and you're going to be able to answer this question that came through at the top of the reading, which is or I should say, what is your heart's desire? What's your heart's true desire? Is as if by the end of April, you're going to be very focused on what that answer is. And you're going to be moving towards it. You're going to be walking towards it. There's a sense of you moving either physically to a new location in a new place. This could be you going away on vacation and then kind of reconsidering something and coming up with a plan, you leaving behind things that no longer serve you, and that may be people, that may be situations, that may be for some of you may be finance situations, okay, or job or career related. You're going to move from one location to another location, maybe one company to another company. For others of you, it may be within the same company, but you're moving up. Okay, you're really focusing on, hey, I need something that gives me more, whether that more is more emotionally or more tangibly or wealth or finances or something. Okay, is how this is coming across. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Wow, look at that. You have action. Exactly what we were just talking about. By the way, you have 3 cards here. So you have action. You're going to be moving towards things that, show you action, that are, direct and intentional. Okay. You also have here faith. All right. For some of you, I'm getting here, this is like that Empress energy in tarot. Okay. So there's this sense of having faith that what you have been putting your heart and soul in will flourish. And for others of you, this is coming across again, this question: what is your true heart's desire? Where is it pulling you towards? And you're going to take a leap of faith here. Now, for Taurus, that's a very big deal because Taurus tends to be a little bit more hesitant on making big moves. But because I want to say that Uranus is still going to be in Taurus, and Uranus energy, the planet Uranus, is about moving. It's about, taking leaps forward. It's the destroyer of the old to open up for something new. And I feel that that's your energy here. And your focus is not going to be split. It's not going to be placed in many directions. It's going to be focused on what it is that you want to accomplish. This is a gorgeous energy here for you, Taurus. I mean, talk about, it's like it's coming across as like the phoenix, like the rise of the phoenix or something, raising from the ashes, or from this energy that felt a little bit off kilter for you. It's like you're really going to be holding your power here for this April reading, okay, for the month of April, but also because in April is going to be the start of Taurus season. So it makes total sense here through and through. Look at that, 2 of Cups. I mean, listen, for some of you, there's going to be reignited passion and more union between you and your partner. If you are single, listen, you're going to know exactly that, whatever a situation, circumstance, or event that was not giving you, or or that you were not feeling fully fulfilled, or that your heart's desire wasn't there, or maybe you are able to see by the end of April that that person that was quote unquote totally into you may not be doing what they need to do. It's like you're going to cut ties here with whatever doesn't suit your fundamental stability here in matters of the heart and in matters of finance and career. Okay. 2 of Cups, of course, is that sense of mutual respect. And it's also this deep connection. So for some of you, you may be starting a deeper connection here with someone new if you are single. If you are in a connection, this could be reignited passion between you and your partner. Again, because that divine passion came through very strongly. Now, what I do want to mention here for you, Taurus, is the following. On April 30th, Venus is going to enter Aries, and that is a fire sign. So there may be here a lot of passion, a lot of celebration, a lot of union, wanting to be with the right person who really sparks that chemistry and that mutual attraction. So definitely I see that there. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget, Taurus, if you're interested in your birthday extended reading, take a look at my Patreon platform. On April 17th. There should be a drop there, and I'll see you there. Take care.